Alright guys, just wanted to give you an update on my metal brake from Harbor Freight. I want to show you a way that's quick and easy to modify this thing. Really all you need is some little 3/4 inch square tubing if you want to use that, or whatever metal you have. I'll just show you what I use. Also got some 3/4 inch solid stock just to go back here, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But this is basically 6 feet. If you got 6 foot of 3.5 by 3 inch angle iron, you can stiffen this thing up and really make it to where you can use it the way you want to use it. So basically, the problem with this thing is that when you're sliding your metal in here and you go to bend it, is this piece here is less than 1/2 inch, I believe. It is, yes, it's 3/8. So the problem is when you're taking a 3/8 thick plate and you're trying to bend it up, it just pushes underneath the metal rather than actually bending it. You need more of a surface. So by using this 3.5 by 3 inch angle iron welded onto it, now if you'll come up a little closer, you'll see in here where the 3/8 plate is here, that's behind this. And when you bend, now you've got a much bigger bending surface to get that bent. So pop this down, lock it in place, and now you just step on your plate here, because it'll tip over if you're bending something thick. Step on your plate, start bringing it up and bending it, and you can bend it past the 90-degree angle. And it works really well. I'm excited about it. Back here is that 3/4 inch stock. It's just solid bar. I went ahead and welded it onto each one of these brackets. That's what slides back and forth to where if you're going to bend thinner metal, you can slide it all the way up or slide it back and adjust for your metal thickness. But the other thing is too, so if you'll notice, this is kicked out at an angle, and the reason I did that is because what I need to do, you really want this flush, flat up against here, but unfortunately it's not designed properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a spacer in here so that it comes out close to being level with this, just so I can get that off this bar here. This needs to be more straight up and down, but you want this. But the reason for that is you want this to be running flat. And so you can see how it kind of kicks out and wobbles. So what I've done is I've sucked this in as far as I can so that I can lock it in without having to use a lot of force. Now let the bottom kick out a little bit because it's hitting here. So what I'm going to do in the future is I'm actually going to come back and build a spacer and just weld it onto this piece, and a spacer onto this and weld it on, so that I can push this on out and have it use it the way it should have been designed to use. But yeah, little quick tip. It doesn't take very much material. Like I say, 6 foot of 3.5 by 3 inch angle iron is what I use, and it works great. And also the other thing is too, so I've seen people where they're coming in here and drilling holes. I don't like drilling in 3/16 and above steel because it just trashes your bit. And so what I did is I don't like doing a lot of drilling in thick metal. So what I did is I just cut some slits with my cutting wheel. Cut some slits in there and kind of welded it out a little bit, and stitch welded it in here, and then stitch welded on the bottom. And it works great. I didn't have to drill, some guys are drilling 5 and 6 holes through that steel, and that's fine if you've got a big drill press. I got a little one over there, but that just takes too much time for me. I got a project over here, calling it the Hillbilly Hot Rod. It's the 1937 Chevy truck, and I want to finish that without spending a whole lot of time. But anyway, I hope this helps you. Yeah, Harbor Freight, I mean, it's definitely workable with just a little bit of material. Thanks, guys.